This is week 3, Visioning Your Inner Goddess, part 2. So by now you have collected a lot of visual pictures and photos, words, energy of your inner goddess essence. And I'm excited to now guide you to this next step. Again, open to your creativity. So whether you did artwork or some journaling, did your own visioning your own pictures. This part is important in putting together a space for you to connect to your inner goddess, your energy, to embrace your essence. Okay, this is about embracing. So this step is now putting it all together so that you can access the energy through your journey, through this time that we have together, and going forward, right? So this is one of the completed versions of a inner goddess board, your visioning board, um, as part of this work, right? So it's completed. It's completed for now. That's what I wanted to say. So this is the board itself has layers. So the first layer, as you remember, is the sacred text, connecting to the sacred symbols that mean something for you. So underneath this are the symbols. So not only am I going to be connecting energetically to the visuals and the pictures, you're also connecting to the the languaging, the power, the invocations that you bringing forth in what you've created, okay, what you've put on the board. So if you put on some poetry, some quotes, or especially some of the symbols that I shared with you in part 1, you know that you've invoked them so that they can work through you in your life, through your energy, as we are calling that in. So what is not aligned will also show up for you to clear, for you to move through, for you to call in that which is aligned. Okay, that's part of the visioning piece. Visioning is so important because now your energy knows where to go to. Your soul, your purpose, you're co-creating. It's like, this is what I feel. This is my essence. This is what I want to see and experience. So how you do this is going to be important on the emotional state. So the next step, so gathering your photos and things like that, like from my bowl that I'm going to pick up. I have a lot more photos and pictures and things that I still have here, but just kind of tuning in, right, and seeing what wants to come forth. The next layer that I want you to work on is, after you kind of tune in to your heart, right, your soul, bringing ambiance, bringing in music, anything that makes you feel connected, right? Come grounding into this space. So there's no rush. Allow this moment and this time to also serve your inner goddess, right? Through the ambiance, the energy, the environment that you create in your sacred temple. Again, I have my candle. I had, as I started this, I still had some of my incense. I just love the incense, the sensuality, essential oils as well in this state. So I'm just going to, since we're here, invoke a little more sense in this time together, right? With incense, okay? So that you're invoking all your senses. One of the things about smell, as you might know already, smell helps you connect to your emotions. It's a direct connection to your emotions. So essential oils, right, goes to your amygdala, I think that's how you say it, which is right in your brain, in your energy centers that create and invoke emotions, right? It helps clear emotions, essential oils. That's why essential oils and flower essence are one of the ways essential oils and flower essence work with you is through the scent, right to the brain. So bringing in sense that goes right to your emotional state. And one of the things that people keep saying one of the things, but what how will manifest envisioning and bringing it is through emotions. That's a powerful step that people forget, is feeling. It's how we bring the vibration through to us, so that we don't keep it just in a mental space. It becomes embodied, so that the frequency, what you're bringing in, what you're attracting, what you're magnetizing to you, is from an emotional space. Okay, so um, a part of the visioning is to have you activate that emotional connection, the emotional centers of what your essence feels like, in tuning into it visually. Okay, we did it energetically with the sacred words, sacred text, and now this layer I have created in this. Let me just bring it up a little higher, right? So you can see it's a little larger than what you can see on the screen, but there's a second layer. First layer was with the text and your written words and your poetry. There's an environmental energy. So what you want to do is create this space that your inner goddess feels the most in her love, her best state. Okay, so as you take in time to connect to the energy through the visual states, I would love for you to look through those pictures, anything that has like an environment, right? You're creating this container for her to come through, this sacred temple, if you will, through the natural world, or even homes or rooms, anything that has an actual energy of an environment. So that's the first layer. I want you to first start with tuning into those photos that you picked out. And like, for example, this has deep on it. So this is one of the reasons why deep, and it's in the forest and river and the lakes, a lake. It's like in the natural state of deep being. So that is already an energetic that I tune into. There's horses here, and they're walking through the river. There's river rocks in this path. So that is part of my energy. There's underneath here. There's actually more photos. I have this passageway. It feels like to me a passageway into the the center where the arboretum would be, or the courtyard. So like to me, this is kind of like the keyhole into the temple, right, into the center court of the temple that we gather. So energetic of where I gather, where I come in, right, as my inner goddess energy. So that pulls me into this pathway, as well as that brought me to the energy. I love also the beach, so I brought this energy in from the beach, and for me, the inner goddess and being in partnership, right? Him holding space for me as a partner for a masculine, as I'm continue to call him in, and things, and my life has been shifting to create that fertile energy for him to come into my life. Has been definitely a journey, but it has awakened me in many ways, knowing that we will be coming together, my beloved, calling him forth, the inner goddess with the God, right? The divinity holding space for me in this way, so I can take flight and be who I am. On my whole self is the intention. So not only did I have the actual visuals, I also have an environment here with the beach, with the sand, the ocean. Another environment that I want to call attention to. Well, there's more. There's mountain here. Me being like me, the energy of a person being on the mountain. Right. That's in behind this picture. This beautiful home. Like I love to a feng shui practitioner, advanced practitioner. So temple space. I call it interior alchemy, which is also a popular word to like interior alchemy. So interiors and alchemy, inner alchemy. So creating inner alchemy. So I have a few photos with homes, like how a home would look like, cozy and elegant and luxurious. The golds, I like animal print as well. So different colors. I put them in the background. I have this behind this picture is the flowers and the candles as an altar. So there's this energy of the environment, So I would invite you that would be the next step, is tuning into the photos. And if you don't have enough, or you don't have, just go back, go look at the environment of what you want to create, this fertile energy for the inner goddess to come forth. You're calling her in, and then create that. You can also, of course, do artwork, do your own personal, or create your own personal artwork. And if you would like to make your own art as the environment, yes, please do so. So this is yours, this is your canvas. As we continue calling in the goddess, your inner goddess. And as I say that, the kitties here are my sister's cat that I'm cat sitting for. Maddie, she's a black cat. She might hop up over here in any moment. Come on over. Come here, Maddie. Inviting her in as part of my cat's meow, cat energy, right? I definitely tune into wild cat energy, right? Down here, there's a picture of being in the waters, right? There's this energy, this blue deep waters. Like it's like in the pool, but this energy of that I feel like I love, to swim and be on the water, ocean, my mermaid energy. So I have that environment on here as well. After that feels complete, go to the next layer again, connecting to your heart and your womb, your body, connecting to your inner goddess, taking a few breathers. So this might be different days, the next day, if you're ready, right? Because as you're putting and calling this in, you're energetically shifting, you're changing your emotions, your inner life, your inner goddess is being invoked. So you're working with energy. So drink lots of water through this time, tea, anything that nourishes you. And then the next step would be now adding photos that connect to the energy of your inner goddess. Okay, what feels like, oh, this is my inner goddess, this is my energy, this is my essence. So I'll share that with you. So this again, in the ocean, there's this wild energy that I know that I have this. That people, it's like a priestess, warrioress, as I have people have been calling me, had called me before. I have like random people call me goddess, right? So not even knowing the work that I do, they call me goddess, and priestess, warrior, or warrior priestess. I've heard before, magical woman, moon goddess, earth goddess, right? So this water goddess, moon goddess, I connect to water goddess. Oh, mermaid energy as well. So this enchanting, alluring energy that I feel is very connected to my inner goddess. The mystery, it's magnetic attraction that I call in. So awaken your senses, connected to the sensuality of my senses, my many senses beyond the five senses. So I like the way that word calls that in. I have there's other. What I did was, because there's other words on this picture that does not necessarily connect to me because it's advertisement, right? I found other words to bring in that also connect to my inner goddess, like enchanting, right? Caress, awaken your senses, discover the natural caress, this energy of caressing, right? That's me, right? I'm very sensual in that way. I love to caress, so like caressing my inner goddess as well, calling that in. So deep, this deep being, this immanence that is part of my inner goddess, and then deep beauty, right? To those who aspire to be themselves, right? To be who you truly are in your essence level. So reading these things inspires me in bringing that in. So other words also, like the flowers, the flower essence, beauty and flower in nature. I love flowers. To me, like the angelic energy coming from the flowers from nature, reminding us of beauty, deep beauty. Flowers have that direct medicine, that magic for me, for beauty. As Maddie is playing with my photos, she'll might hop up here, a little adorable little black cat. So being beauty, right? Inspiration, what makes us glow. There's goddess to me also. I have some goddess pictures and the way that they're dressed. To me, is, this it calls into my personal essence, my style, my beauty as a goddess. Over here, I have pure genius, jewels, like bejeweled. I connect also to the Egyptian goddesses in that way, and also the indigenous goddesses as well, as I have indigenous background. Guarani is one of the native tribe that in my lineage, which is South American. So this energy of the enchantress, but as well as the wild feminine. If you see here, see if you can see her, right? The wild feminine in the wild, in the water, the waterfalls. So there is this energy that I'm pulling forth or bringing forth. See this wild and being in this priestess slash goddess energy on the top of the cliff over here, overlooking the water. So also the dancer part of me. Loved, you're loved. This is me, right? This is my specific picture. Marcella Roan, your goddess guide. This is from one of my postcards I've added on there, which brings us. Oh, and this goddess, glimmering gold goddess, high performing energy is the feeling that I get from her. So this connection to the goddess in how we shine and how I shine out in the world. Gold is that powerful gold, bringing the golden light, the golden energy of patterning, weaving. So I will beyond sexy. So sexy is another energy that it's the sexual exuding, sexual, spiritual, sacred sexuality, right? That I tune into and I continue to embrace and bring into my world. So this is a journey, right? This is continue to embrace this energy, and that continues to shift and change. So you can continue to add more as you're going through your journey, and you find other pictures that really call forth your inner goddess. Feel free to continue to add, right, to your goddess, your inner goddess canvas. Okay. So that would be the next step in this process. Again, now allowing yourself to tune in and breathe in. This is no rush. This is a continual journey. As you notice, I also came out of the canvas, so outside the box, right? So like expanded. So although it's a rectangle, you still have other. You can still be creative in how you bring in your work, your words, your energy, your inner goddess, visual connection. And then the last step that I want you to do for this week, or as you're working with your canvas, I want you to find a picture of you. Right, this is a picture of me. And the one that you love, you can either print it out if it's if it's on Facebook, or you have it on your phone and you want to take a picture, or use your camera in a setting that you feel beautiful, like that, oh, this is my essence here, right? I love this picture of me that I put on here, so I put it on there, and then find a space of where you're going to place it. So when you come in, now you put yourself in this energy. You're saying, this is me. So this reminds you of you. When you come in, you become that. Your energy is being reflected, and you're seeing yourself in this inner goddess journey of embracing your beauty, your inner beauty. So I'll do that with you now. Little breath. So when I tune into this goddess canvas, inner goddess canvas that I've created, my creative visioning board, goddess board. I will see myself in this. Right. So now vibrationally, the invocation is that yes, all this is me, right? And as you place them, all the pictures on here, I want you to call in what is the essence, right? As you place them on, what is the essence of that picture that you're tuning into in the inner of your inner goddess? So as I shared some of this beauty and sensuality, sexuality, this wild feminine energy, this priestess inner goddess that is also the water goddess, the earth goddess, okay, the moon goddess, this deep being. Like, call in what is it that you love about these photos that resonate with your inner goddess. So as you're placing into this one, like, and what is it in the picture that you see? So to me, I have my goddess, my red, this red fire that I am passion. And this is like a silky color. I actually had photos taken of me. They're called the goddess photo. It was a goddess shoot, right? Specifically called goddess shoot. In her image is the photographer, or the photographers that took this picture. So this was a goddess shoot. So again, I have this, to me, this necklace is my goddess necklace as well, one of my goddess necklaces. So I love this photo because I can see my hands. One of the things I love about me are my hands. I've gotten so many compliments on the long fingers, the long, beautiful hands that I have. So I really can see my hands on here. I have a French manicure in there, but like this, like my energy, I can feel her. Although this is a few years old, and I, looked similar and changed, it still has my essence. So calling her forth. So when I come up here, it's that recognition, that reflection of me, of my inner goddess. Okay, so for you, your inner goddess, allow this to be your dance, your connection. You're calling her forth, right? And this continues to unfold as you work with your canvas. And then I would love for you to place it somewhere that you can connect to her, to this essence, so that you're calling it in to yourself, to remembering, calling it up, calling it forth for deep appreciation and embracing your inner beauty. Okay, so this is going to go into my part of my office here that I'm going to be interacting, right, and engaging with my inner beauty and my inner goddess, and reminding me who I am, right, in a divine embodied way. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful. I look forward to seeing yours when yours is ready, or in your process when I meet with you in your session, your next session. So lots of love, sending you lots of good vibrations for your inner goddess as you continue to embrace her, and thanking Aphrodite for bringing her forth in you. Much love.